just telling you to borrow that thing. Go borrow that thing. Plug some ears with it. Just borrow that Studebaker there, break.
Yeah, I have to borrow something. Well, I could, but I got my mobiles now, but that was a cool wagon. I miss it. And I did. I spent about $3,700. I drove all the way to Arizona. I drove to Phoenix, and I got the transmission. It was like $750. I spent like $1,400 on the engine. Put it all in there, all that. I did everything new, just so I'd have everything new. I'd be driving some 1991 Ford Taurus wagon, you know. I could hold the kids, do all that stuff. But yeah, when it burnt down, I went with other mobiles after that. That mobile wasn't coming back.
Hello. Hey, tell Harvard, Chevy said hello. When I talk to the Zebra, I may do Bees is out there. Nobody's the beekeeper there. I am. The Mac guy.
Oh, driver might be talking up.
You guys just reeking.
Holy moly, who is this guy? See, this is why you don't drink and talk on the radio.
I gave you a small dose, but read.
You got somebody slugging down
I'm gonna get on out of here. Fireball, Byu and the BY, we getting on down.
All right there, Byu Boy, you take care, take him easy, buddy. God, it was good talking to you, man. Hey, I wouldn't be able to have this much of a hammer down if it weren't for you. And if it weren't for you and Duck Hunter, I would never be able to be doing no talking like this. Because I sure wouldn't have any electricity in this bedroom if it wasn't for Byu Boy. I'm gone.
Yeah, but you're certified now. You know what
When Byu Boy gets off here, tell him D-Rail wave this hand. And I'm stepping out the way. Toodaloo, toodaloo.
All right, I'll tell him. Hey, Byu Boy, and I heard you both. Hey, D-Rail, I heard both of you guys. I heard Byu Boy said, all right, I'm gone. I'm getting out the middle of the road. And then when he got off the key, you said, hey, tell Byu Boy that D-Rail waved a hand at him. Hey, D-Rail, I rolled your Bill Cody. He said he was going to the workbench on something or something like that. He's going to do something on that on the workbench. I'm going to grab me another beer, but I am not going to be talking drunk like that one guy. Dang, there's one guy out here. He almost can barely do any talking. I don't know who it is, but whoever that is out there that's talking on the radio, man, you might not want to talk on the mic. Just listen.
You say he's out there slurring and slobbering. A fireball. Is he out there slurring and slobbering at the same time? There, breaker.
Yeah, well, hey, look. I did this about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I really didn't have a lot of beers back then, but I at least about 6 weeks ago, and I video gated and everything, right? And I don't even know how many beers. I could care less. But anyway, I'm on the radio. I'm talking on the radio, and I'm checking out my video games and everything. And, man, I listened to it, and I was like, what the hell was I talking about? I'm like, I was like, I'm not doing that shit again. So after that, you don't drink and drive, and you don't talk on the radio and drink either.
Yeah, you have to be careful. They'd be trying to nickname you Slobberball. Hey, Fireball, they'd be trying to nickname you Slobberball instead. All right, Fireball, I just wanted to holler and wave to you. I'm sitting back. Click.
Okay, now, hey, I got something to tell you before you go. Now, you had that thing on 2 different switches. And when you went to the high switch, it changed the audio a little bit. And when you went to the low switch, it changed it a little bit. Now, when you went to the high part, it sounded better.
Yeah, I'm on the high now, but let me roll my treble back up. I rolled my treble on the side of the radio up, and let me flip down to the low. I hear that squeal, that ring. Let me back down my mic gain just a hair. All right. I'm on the treble side here. And then I flipped my bass to the bass side. A fireball flipped it to the bass side right here. I'm on the bass position here for the heavy sound. And then I flip back down to the treble. And now while I'm on the treble, I'm gonna go grab my dial and I'm gonna roll that treble back down to 2 o'clock there, break.
Okay, the one where you go to 2 o'clock, that's where it needs to be. Not on the other switch or anything like that. When you roll the treble down to 2 o'clock, that's where it needs to be, which I think that's where you were when you were talking to Snake Doctor, because when you were talking to Snake Doctor, the last time you were talking to Snake Doctor, and I tried to tell you that you were sounding that was perfect, that sounds better than the other radio that you ran.
So, Jim, that's the way I left it, too. That's the way I've been running it. I got it at 2 o'clock on the treble. I got my mic gain down just a touch so I can bump that back up just a little bit like so. I got the treble down to 2 o'clock, and I just bumped that mic gain back up. I hear that little ring, though. I'm reading them now.
No, it sounds good. I don't hear the ring. You might hear the ring over there, but I don't. And I believe that radio sounds better than the other radio that says derail on it. I guess that's the 955 or I don't know what other radio. I think the other radio that you have sounds really, really bassy. And sometimes when you're really talking, you can't really hear what you're saying. But that's only on this Cobra 1000 because I have heard your other radio on my S9 and I can hear it good. But on this radio, it's a wide banded radio and it doesn't really hear that other radio very good. Now this one, that sounds good. I just run that radio for a while.
Who you talking to, Doug Plucker?
Yeah, what is that? Just
It's very versatile too. Lots of switches and variables and stuff. I could dial too. But the 447, this one here is my favorite. Fireball, I'm out.
I'm telling you, if I ever go to my uncle's house and I ever take a road trip, I'm taking this Cobra 1000 with me, codpicker. And I don't care how much work you have. I'm going to have that road trip. I'm going to stop in there. I'm going to be like, nope, I drove all this way for you to make this work right.
Vote in, you know I'll check it out for you. And I'll do 1800 proud, too. But yeah, man, it's probably one of them. I think it could, which we don't know if it's a driver, but I know something's spitting out multiple harmonics. So you get a trip this way, you definitely be sure to stop in, because you know I'll hook you up. Fireball, derail is pulling back.
Done this a minute. Shaggy.
Right back there, derail. Well, I just want to get that line in kind of stuff and get it all checked out. I mean, I already know that, 1-800 and my other friend, they're both radio guys, but they're not the kind of stuff that you do. And that's the kind of stuff that I need. But we can check everything else out, It's all good. I love this radio. It's one of my favorite radios. I love the VFO that 1-800 put in. And the wideband receive is from him also. That's why I can hear everything a little bit different than every other radio I've been on. All my other radios are like that, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bring that Magnum with you, too, because we could definitely open that double plucker up and make that receive wide on it as well. All right, man, I won't tie it up. I try not to key too much once the lights are dark because it starts dimming the double plucking lights all around the neighborhood. Fireball, derail is pulling out the way.
Holy shit. Damn, you dim the Beacon street lights? Hey, derail, you mean you dim the Beacon street lights when you're on the radio? Damn, it's good that you don't have any neighbors and you have a fishing Beacon pond. Hey, derail, it's good you have a fishing pond and not any neighbors.
I got both. I got about 11 acres over here. but there's about 20 houses tied to the same grid, and I keep going back and forth with the electric company trying to get them to split it up. They will eventually. They're going to put one of them boxes in them. I'm going to show them the voltage drop. I'm looking at it with my eyeballs right now in my shack. My shack is fed with 800 amps. It don't dim. I'm dimming the duck like a neighborhood. I talked to the other neighbors. All right, Fireball. I'm just slow cruising right now. Anyway, Fireball, I'll see you. Click, click.
Dude, you need to put 5 acres. Hey, if you got 11 acres, you need to put 3 acres of solar in. Hey, D-Rail, you need to put about 3 acres of solar in and probably get rid of some of that.
Yeah, I know you're right. I need to get them to split me off. I already got my own transformer, my own service, but I need my own substation there, breaker.
Hey, well, over here at my place, I got my own transformer at the pole. You know, not like I need a whole lot. I'm not like you. I don't need everything I need. But, yeah, I mean, this thing here, when you look at the transformer, mine's the only place that's hooked up is this place right here on this transformer at the pole.
Yeah, they split me off from my house, and I got a 167 kVA transformer mounted on a pad, and then it's fed with 3 runs of 250 kc mills, and it's fed 800 amps dedicated just to the shack, separate of everything, but not separate from the grid. The grid has 20 houses in the lower and upper neighborhood, and I'm tied to that grid, and I'm dimming the whole grid there, Break.
Oh yeah, you need to tell them to get you a pump house. Or like you said, you need 3 acres of solar of your own. Hey, D-Rail, you need 3 acres of solar so you can have your own power on that end and do it like that there, Break.
Well, I know you're right. All right, man, I'm going to quit dancing these lights over here. I'm not even pumped up, but they still dancing. Take care of Fireball. Keno Moore, it's a pleasure. I appreciate the holler back, appreciate the wave, good conversation. Fireball, D-Rail, Georgia 10-7, click.
All right, D-Rail, you take care, take him easy, man. Sounding real good. Leave it like it is. Don't move the radio, and don't put that other radio in there. Just keep talking on that one. Take care, D-Rail. I'm sitting back. I'm 10-7 too. I'm grabbing me another beer, and I'm gone.
Click.